All right, everyone. So SmackDown gave us one portion, which was the ending, that I didn't see coming at all. So it was almost, in a way, anticlimactic, I have to say. So basically, throughout the show, it begins with Solo saying, "Listen, Roman, just give up. Join our bloodline, and we'll be fine. But surrender to us." That was his point, because they got five, they only have four. Then it shows you about, what was it? Probably 20 minutes later, it shows the bloodline, right? The OG bloodline sitting in the locker room trying to figure out, should we ask Seth Rollins again? And then Roman just says, you know what? We're just going to do this 5-on-4. And if we die, he says we die, so that's the point. And then finally, at the end of the show, you get the face to face between the two sides. Solo makes his case again. And I thought Solo's case was interesting because what Solo's saying is, hey, I still love you guys. You could be part of our thing. And it kind of makes you wonder, is this something that in the future WWE may try to do? Have the two of them combined together and just be this massive, massive threat to the rest of the company? I don't know if it's going to, but I think it certainly, there's a chance, right? There's definitely a chance that this ends up happening. And then the big moments happen. So then you hear Paul Heyman's voice, and everyone goes crazy because Paul Heyman is awesome. And it was just one of the best promos I've heard in some time because Paul Heyman is great at what he does. The fans were loving it. But then the shock came. Okay, so that was a little anticlimactic. Paul Heyman comes out, everybody loved it. I loved it. But at the same time, I almost didn't even think it was like real. I'm like, this is where they're dropping Paul Heyman. And I love that WWE did this because this is why people are tuning in. When you save everything for a pay-per-view, what the hell is the point of ever tuning into the thing? But this is why people are tuning in. So he comes out. And then we get the biggest shock of them all. CM Punk returns. He's going to be the fifth man. And we talk about this a lot with wrestling, but the fans' reaction really does it so well for the audience at home. And I'm watching this as, you have the fan base going nuts for this. They run into the CM Punk runs into the ring. It's this big fight. The OG bloodline kicks their butt. And then you just get this moment between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and then Paul Heyman is, he's on the ring apron. And that moment alone is just like, this was awesome. And this is awesome. I wrote that down in my notes. The fans were chanting that, and I know this has become the "this is awesome" chant has certainly become more and more prevalent as of late than I can ever remember. I think fans use it all the time now, but I love when you hear it because it just shows that the fans are saying, this is awesome. This is what we want. And CM Punk's going to be a huge addition. Now, I'd like to hear a little bit of explanation, and I guess we're going to get that probably at some point, but I love it. I love everything about it. Great job by WWE with this one. Just for the, in closing, we've brought this up before. Part of the thing you got to make sure when you're in the wrestling business or for what you can do with the fans is this kind of stuff. Is just throw something that's so shocking at them. So the return of Paul Heyman on SmackDown out of nowhere, and then the return of CM Punk. Like, this is stuff that we love because it makes you have to watch every week. If this kind of stuff didn't happen and we just knew it was going to be matches, I could say, oh, I'll watch it in the morning or I'll watch a little bit of it. You can't do that now because if I had gotten that spoiled, that Paul Heyman returned or CM Punk returned, I would have been so pissed off not seeing that in the moment. This was fantastic. So this whole rivalry just got a lot bigger. So thank you all for watching.